Welcome back. You're watching us here on Halftime Report. Around $50 billion of India's merchandise export will attract tariffs when it takes effect from tomorrow. Manisha caught up with Kirit Bhansali, who's the chairman of Gem and Jewellery Export Promotion Council, GJEPC as we know it, along with Devansh Shah, who's the partner at Venus Jewels, and began by asking them about the tariff impact, of which gems and jewellery would be fairly hurt.
It's very tough time, very challenging time. It's very difficult to work with US. As I mentioned in my previous interview also, 25% was also very difficult to ask. 50%, so there is no point of discussing anything. We'll have to explore new markets. We'll have to negotiate. My team, GJPC, is also working very hard with Commerce Ministry. 27th, US has given the deadline, but still I'm hoping for the best. As IDMA chairman, if you remember, met their counterpart day before yesterday, and he has given little hopes. So we are just crossing our fingers. Let's hope for the best.
Oh, well, absolutely. Mr. Bhansali, even more important is the point that, this is a holiday season, especially in the US markets. Have we seen any front loading at this point in time? Has a lot of export already been done?
So before this 10%, a lot of people have taken that chance. According to my source, there is sufficient goods in pipeline in US. So I'm hoping this season will not be wiped off absolutely, but the road ahead is very, very tough.
The concern really is about the employment, because this is one of the labor-intensive sectors. What is it that you're having a conversation, especially with Gujarat and Maharashtra governments, because major work facilities are here?
So if I talk about the ships, Andheri, 70% plus exports happening only in US. So the major impact will be on ships. Same will be in Surat. I'm meeting Maharashtra CM tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Meeting Gujarat CM also after Paryushan. Our festival is going on. And we are asking for some relief from both the government. I'm hoping they will definitely help in this tough time to the industry.
Devansh, I'll come to you as well. And what is the scenario that you guys are working with right now? Have the exports happened, and are you looking at other different markets also?
Yes, I think we have to look at different markets to try and keep our supply chain steady. It is an absolute sudden event, and there is no easy way to absolutely feel normal about it. So we have to work very hard to ensure that even our own people and our own environment that we're working is least affected. But it's impossible to say that nothing is a problem. And I think the situation is also very quickly evolving. Situations in April were very different from those in July and those today in August. And looking ahead also, I don't see any clarity on how the situation will evolve and where it will reach in another month or 2 months. So we have to wait and see how things evolve and take decisions after we have some clarity on how the medium term to long term is looking.
Devansh, what are you telling your employees here? And I understand there's just too much uncertainty at this point in time. So how are you taking your business decisions right now?
For us, US was, of course, 30 to 40% of our business in terms of sales, and that is definitely an impact that we will have to look at. Temporarily, of course, we are taking this wait and watch approach. We have to absorb the impact a little bit, but it's not too far that we can keep the impact only on ourselves. We have to try and evolve the market to absorb more and more of our production that comes in, maybe Indian consumers, maybe consumers in other regions around the world that will grow, and we have to ensure that we are reaching out to as many as we can to mitigate as much of the impact as we can.
So if the US markets do not work out in sense of tariffs, what are the other markets that you are exploring?
In terms of the US market not working out, one important aspect is also that the US businesses are also very heavily dependent on imports as an important part of their business. So there has to be some solution that has to be workable for businesses around the world as well as businesses in the America. we have not already lost hope for everything to go away. We believe that the governments are working together to find a solution for the people of both countries, and we hope that there is a nice, amicable, mutually agreeable solution that is reached. But until that is reached, there is nothing much that we can do other than either wait and try our effort in other markets, but those are long-term,
Absolutely. Devansh, I want to understand, because this is labor intensive. There are no layoffs or pay cuts right now. How long do you think you can hold on with that?
I think this is a scenario that we can't take any quick decisions in, because it's evolving already so quickly. So we will have to wait for there to be certain clarity for the medium term to long term, and then take calls that we might be forced to. But for the short term, we have to hold on and wait for the situation to get more stable.
Mr. Bhansali, I think everybody right now is looking for some support, some hand-holding, some incentives from the government. You told us about on how you're talking to the various state governments right now to ensure that there is some support on labor. But for the industry itself, what are the conversations that you're having with your ministry?
So in my last meeting with Niti Aayog, we have demanded in SIPs to allow us reverse job work, which is good market, domestic is doing good. And they've taken our point very seriously. I'm hoping in a couple of days they will allow us to do reverse job work in SIPs. And that will be a very, very big relief as far as the Andheri SIPs is concerned.